Good morning to all of you. I would welcome you all to this class of English language. Today, let us go through question number 3 on page 22. Page 22, question number 3. So in your question paper, question number 3 has 3 sections. Section A, Section B and Section C. So all these 3 parts are very familiar to you. Remember, last year in class 9th and 10th, you had question number 5D. The same thing is now question number 3A. Look at the sentences there. 1, A is given and then B part, beginning is given. So begin the sentence with that. So there is nothing to worry. An example is given there. It would be a good idea if we went through this exercise again. So begin, we had. So the answer is given there. We had better go through this exercise again. Then 10 sentences are there. Normally you will be given 10 sentences and each carries 1 mark. So this is a good exercise. Please go through all the 10 sentences. Now, page 23, look at question B. Fill in each blank with a suitable word. Bracket, do not copy the sentence. Here, you put the number and write only the answer. Do not waste your time by writing the sentence again. You need to write the number and then the answer. Now, this is last year you had question number 5B, filling the blanks with a suitable word. The same thing here, question number 3B, but a little difference. The difference is, just look at 3B, 1 and 2. We have to account dash. They gave the police full account. So the same word will be there. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the sentences will be in pair. We must know the difference between the two. Now for example, here the first one, we have to account for every rupee. But the second one, they gave the police full account of the accident. Another example, last year we learned deal in and deal with, or part from and part with. The same thing here. So again look at the third. Sam always looked for any excuse to blow dash. For losing the game was a shattering blow dash or pride. So blow is repeated there. Then 5, 6, catch, when both of the sentences are there. 7, 8, live. 7, live. 8, lived. 9 and 10, sang, sing. So again go through this. Answers are there. So then slowly we will improve upon. Now look at 3C. Again a passage is given and then 10 verbs are given there. We must use the correct form. Remember, last year question number 5A, you had 8 blanks. Write the correct form of the verb. This year you have 10 blanks, 10 verbs are to be filled. Again, that is the difference. Again, go through the passage and then the answers are given there below. So it is very simple. Now, page 25, question number 4. Again, remember last year, class 10, question number 3. Question number 4, it is the same. So last year question number 4, this year also question number 4. Passage is there. You have to read the passage, understand. Now go to page 26. Look at the question. A little difference is there this time for the questions than what was in class 9th and 10th. Page 26. A1. Look at the question there. Given below are 4 words. Find the words which have a similar meaning in the passage. Here you don't have to write the word meaning, but 4 words will be given there. We must know the meaning, and then similar meaning we have to find out from the passage. For example, look at the word real. It has another word, page 25, line number 4, unmitigated. So the word is there in the passage. Fragrance, again, line number 18, incense is there. Charge, imputation, line number 19, the word is there. And then shyly equal coyly, line number 21, the word is there. So we have to find the word which has a similar meaning in the passage. Now look at A2. Again 4 words are given there. Now we have to make a sentence, a small sentence, maybe of 10 to 12 words, using the same word, unchanged in form, but with a different meaning from the meaning in the passage. I will make it clear. Now, for example, the word head, H-E-A-D. The word head has different meanings. One meaning, head means that part of the body which contains the eyes, nose, mouth, brain, etc. We all have a head above our shoulder. So that is one meaning of the word head. Now the head can be used in a different meaning. An example, my father is the head of the department of English or maths or science in a university. So my father is the head of the department of science, commerce, history, English, any subject. So the head of the department or head of an institution. Very often the head of an institution, maybe a school or a college, is called the principal. So head of the institution. So head, one meaning, that part of the body which contains the eyes, nose, mouth, etc. Second meaning, head of the department. Another, shoulder. Again, shoulder of the body. It has another meaning, shoulder the responsibility. For example, in the school, students shoulder some responsibility with the teachers and the principal. So shoulder, one meaning, and then it is used in another meaning. Right? So that is question number A2. Then B part is, answer the following questions in your own words. What we say the question answer. Now go to the C part. Look at the question. Summarize in not more than 100 words. Underline 100 words. Last year you had 50 words. This year it is in 100 words. Again look at the page 27. Grid is made and then each word is written in a grid or a column, and there are exactly 100 words. So remember, this has to be attempted in 100 words. Each word in a column. Do not write two words in a grid or in a column. More we will do in the coming pages or in the coming classes. Please go through this so you get some idea. Now let us go ahead. Page 28, Unit 2, Transformation of Sentences. Now we convert simple to complex. Simple, we know, a sentence with one main verb, one independent sentence. Complex means one independent sentence and then one or two depending sentences. A simple sentence can be changed into a complex by again expanding a word or a phrase into a subordinate clause. So the clause can be a noun clause, adjective clause, or an adverb clause. Look at the example there, noun clause. The time of his arrival is not known. The time of his arrival, that we change when he will arrive. So the time of his arrival, when he will arrive. He is subject, when will arrive, predicate. Again, he confessed his fault. For his fault, he was at fault. Adjective, a man of wisdom. We expand, a man who is wise. Adverb clause, without your support, unless you support me. On seeing the lion, we expand, as soon as he saw the lion. So, let us look at the assignment. 1. The work was done in my presence. Underline, in my presence. That we expand, when I was present. In my presence, underline, right there, when I was present. So, the work was done when I was present. Second, he worked according to instructions. Underline, according to instruction. That we expand, as he had been instructed. According to instruction, we make it bigger, as he had been instructed. So the full answer, he worked as he had been instructed. Please go through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will discuss the answer in the next class. Till then, keep yourself safe and go through your lessons and make use of the time. Thank you.